Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. Battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now, dancing to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Jackson. And a little floater there is incomplete. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On the first down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. second down. Here's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That second down play nets a -4. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 1st and 10.
Let's go. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The defense may be content to give him 9 there as it brings up 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different...
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, he's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
As the Ravens come back out here on offense, we talked about Lamar Jackson earlier, Charles, but these Ravens, they rolled through the middle part of the season. Couple losses in September, but undefeated in October, November, and rolled that into December. They've answered every big question thus far. The wins overseas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson steps away to his left. brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Illegal touching, offense.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
90, Wolf. Check 13. Check 13.
Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to take off. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 95 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This one taken from the 7. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. Snead's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Sometimes it's designed.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 39 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now back out comes the offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half. No quitting here.
Zero.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, we'll step aside and be right back. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready up. 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled. Snap.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Heavy.
First down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go, baby.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 8, a minute 11 to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The outlaw. Get him.
Tannehill on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest. But many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he will find his man on the outside. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
He finds Humphreys. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Here's Tannehill as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 41 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill, and that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson being chased out left. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Justin Tucker on it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st down, Tannehill toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Tannehill now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson buying time to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that one will be accepted. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
Feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is RG3. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Here's Griffin.
On any given pass play, you never...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin dancing to... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for it.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin. Steps away to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Griffin. And he fires one incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Griffin being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, the first rush coming, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Now it's Griffin.
The amount of...
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. Now Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Griffin forced out to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. To throw on 2nd and 10. Griffin. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to sneak with Griffin. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram.
I'm not sure how much I like the idea of my quarterback trying to sneak it in from the 2-yard line. You get those linebackers shooting through, and they can really put a pop on him. And here, he's going to wind up losing yardage.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. This time, Griffin will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kamale Correa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now Griffin buying time to his left. Letting one go. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the shotgun, Griffin. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Henry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And they'll try the jet sweep here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And running with power here.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And a big loss here as he's taken down.